Welcome back to Workshop Handyman. Looks like we've got another small engine to work on today. Today we're going to be working on a Poulan, Pro chainsaw. Somebody dropped it off, says that the pull cord's broken, so we're going to see what it's going to take to fix that up. Let me show you what we got here. First thing is, it's definitely dirty, so I'm going to try to, first of all, see if I can get some of the grease and nasty off of it so I don't get so dirty. And then we'll see what it takes. I think I've not repaired one of these like this, but we're going to work on through it. I don't think it's going to be too bad. Looks like we're going to have a screw. Let's see if I can get around there. A screw and one here. And that'll probably bring that whole cover off, and we'll just go ahead. I've got a new rope and a handle, and we'll go ahead and see if we can get that put in. Okay, so what we got, it broke off. Here's the end of it. Looks like it's going to be wrapping around it. We're going to go ahead and just pull it. Let's see if we can get the old rope out and see what it takes to get the new one put back in. Should be able to pretty well just pull it, and this will prove that the spring at least is good, and we don't want to have to redo that. So it looks like it broke right there, so we'll have to take this screw out, and that should release the rest of the rope. They've got quite the combination here. Looks like it comes in through the hole, wraps all the way around it, and then comes back around this. Well, it actually runs back under that and then back to that. So let's see if that's what it does. That's yeah, that's what it's designed to do. Let you get a good picture of that. Okay, so let's see if we can get it out of there. I've not seen one quite set up quite like that before, but we can probably do it back again. Okay, and there we go. So all we got to do is try to snake us a new rope down in there. So let me go ahead and we'll just kind of release that a little bit, and we'll get me a new rope out and see if we can get her in there. Okay, so first thing we gotta do, there was two ropes in here, and I think I like the other one. This one here came with the handle, and I actually had some other rope. This one here is quite a bit thicker. I think this is really, works a lot better for your riding mowers and stuff. It's a good set, but I don't think it's small enough rope. So I did have some extra rope here. I will use this handle, so that'll be fine. And when you're gonna do this, the best way to do that, it's all frilly out here. When you do get it, just take a lighter and you just kind of light it on fire a little bit, and that'll melt that nylon rope. And don't burn your fingers when you do that. It is very hot. I just roll it on my fingers and it's good. And then we got to feed it through here and get it in there. So I'm gonna probably have to get me a little pick or something to reach in there and scoot that thing and see if I can get it out. And you can try to feed it in this way. I think it's gonna be easier to go this way. So let me get a little pick and see if I can get it in there. Pull it all the way through. That's a good amount. Okay, we've got that all strung in there pretty good. That wasn't too hard to do. Now what we need to do is just see how much string we can get on this, and we want to make sure that when we pull on this that it retracts. And so once you do that, if that's the way it's going to retract, then you just simply have to wind it up so that it retracts back in. as you can see, it's wanting to come back in, so that would be the right way. So we're going to go ahead and wheel in as much as we can. It's kind of hard to see this. I don't know if it's, let me move it around here a little bit better maybe. Once we get it in, we'll test it and make sure we're still good. Now let's make sure that that's pulling it in. I think it is. Let's go through here so that we can be ready for the handle. And we should be able to just wind, I don't know though. Yeah, that seems to be doing it. So we'll keep winding it up and see how much we need on there. Actually, looks like that's about all we're gonna need right there. So we've got a full spool. When we pull on it, it retracts. So when it retracts like that, that's where you're gonna have your handle. So it just stays a little bit on there. So when we do a full pull, we got plenty of rope. I don't know if you can see how much we have there, but there's plenty of it sticking out, and then it just wheels itself right back in. And you want to make sure that when you do that, you leave just enough there when you tie the handle off that it'll keep pressure on it so your handle don't fall over. So at that point, we'll go ahead and string our handle up. Let's see if we can. Okay, so we'll pull a little pressure on it, and we mark our string where we want it. We'll do a little test. Pull it up, tie a knot in it. Set back in there, and then you just simply give it a pull. Make sure it's working properly. It is. So we'll set it right back on the chainsaw. And I don't know, I guess I didn't show you that, but these those other 4 screws, we needed to do 2 more here on this cover. So that should pull right back up, and we'll go ahead and put the screws back in it. Okay, once you get all those tightened up and you've got your knot in there, you're happy with the length of your cord, you can do a double knot on this. A lot of times I'll do that just to make sure it doesn't pull through the handle. So we'll do a quick little bigger knot. And we know for sure that that's a big enough wad there that it won't pull through the handle, still fits down in the handle, so that we're good there. And then we just simply cut that off. If my pliers will do that. Maybe I need to sharpen a pair of side cutters. There we go. And then we test it, make sure she pulls over. So that's all there is to put. Pretty simple little job, and most of those small things are about the same procedure. So that's the wrap up of another one. A little repair, Poulan 255 Pro. And we'll get this on back to the customer. And I appreciate you checking out the video. And if you find this a little bit useful, I appreciate you subscribe and hit that like button. And we'll see you on the next repair.